Backpacks, backpacks, backpacks. Let's take a look at the REI Flash 65 right now. What's going on, everyone? Rob here with our Pelton One. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Now, if you're new to the channel and you really like outdoor gear reviews and outdoor trips and hammock camping videos, please consider subscribing by hitting that little round icon down there. I would greatly appreciate it. But what are we talking about? Backpacks. There are so many backpacks out there, from your super ultra light ones to your heavy duty mountaineering packs. There's just a sea of backpacks to wade through to see what fits your needs. So in this video, we're going to look at the Flash 65 pack from REI. So if that's something that you've seen and you've been considering, stay tuned and we'll go over all the features, the pockets, some of the likes, and some of the hates about it. So let's check it out. All right, the REI Flash 65 pack. This is a newer pack for me. I got it for Christmas from the parents, so thanks Ma, thanks Pa, appreciate it. So I've had it for about 4 months now, and I've taken it on quite a bit of trips. I've been down to Arkansas a couple of times. I've taken on a lot of overnights, a lot of weekend trips, and it served me really well. I just found myself needing a bigger pack, especially for winter trips, because in winter you need heavier gear, warmer gear, and that's just kind of the fact of life. A couple of really quick basics right out the gate. At the time of this video, this pack retails for $199 at REI. So whether you go online or right into the store, you should be able to pick that up at that price right now. The weight. This particular pack on my scale weighs 3 pounds 11 ounces or 1,673 grams. This is the medium size, which is a 65 liter capacity. They do have a small, which is a 63 liter capacity. They do step up to a large, which is a 67 liter capacity. So in addition to those basic sizes, they also give you an adjustable harness for you to be able to slide the harness up and down to really tailor fit your torso length. So you just unvelcro it right in here, you slide the harness where you need it, get it nice and good, and it's really comfortable, because that's what I did, and it's worked out really well. The materials. You have the main body of the pack, which is the upper portion, the brain, everything like that. It is a 100D ripstop nylon, so they keep it lightweight up top. On the bottom, they really beef it up to a 420D nylon. Now, this isn't a ripstop, not that it appears, but it's a lot more durable to handle all the abrasions you're going to get from simply setting the pack on the ground. You know, when you lift it up, you're scraping any rocks or anything like that. It'll help protect that bottom for you. I believe it is water resistant, by no means waterproof, but that's what most packs are these days anyways. Some of the other things that you'll see right off the bat is the air mesh back panel here. This is the first backpack I've had with this raised separated air mesh back panel. And I'll tell you what, I don't have a sweaty back after this. It's really weird, but it works out so well. When I was in Arkansas, you know, hiking up a darn mountain, my back didn't sweat. I was amazed. So this raised panel is super comfortable, and it does allow that airflow underneath, and I really dug that. And then of course, you know, you have your basic straps. You got your load lifter straps up here, got your sternum strap, you got your shoulder straps, and it's completely adjustable to get it right on your hips. And then of course you got a custom fitted hip belt as well. If you flip this thing over, you'll see of course that it has your draw straps down here to close your lid. It also has your little keepers for your trekking poles. What's really cool about these is that, as you saw, I just, you know, got it out of this little pocket where all these little things tuck in. Now these are for your trekking poles. I don't use trekking poles. Maybe as I get older and things start to hurt, maybe I will. I simply use these little tie outs to hold my War Bonnet Ridge Runner spreader bars and my War Bonnet pole mods for my tarp. I just strap those onto there and it just stays to the outside and it's completely fine. But I do love the fact on how they just tuck out of the way when you don't need them. You don't need to worry about them, you know, snagging anything, and they're a contrasting color, which is kind of sweet as well. You have, this was the really cool thing, are these straps right here that run vertically, kind of like a slanted vertical. These are called Uplift Straps. So once you get your pack, you know, all, you know, squared away and you get it on your back, what these allow you to do is draw the pack up. Get it really situated on your hips to help prevent your pack sagging down from hitting your tailbone, which is super annoying, right? The only problem is unless you're super flexible, you know, to be able to reach it, once you get the pack on, you might have to have a buddy, you know, cinch them down for you. Otherwise, if you're by yourself, you got to kind of estimate how far you need to cinch this up, then put the pack on. But I felt it never had a tendency to sag with these straps, so I thought that was really sweet. It was a really cool idea by REI. So let's take a look at the pockets, because there are a lot of them. Oh yeah, almost forgot. It does have pack straps on the bottom, so you can slide a sleeping bag down there, a bedroll, something like that. You simply clip, open, slide whatever you need there, clip it down, call it good. I usually don't carry anything down here because that tends to bump into my butt, which kind of pisses me off. So it's got pack straps underneath, FYI. All right, so on the bottom of the pack, right on your hip belt, it's got two hip belt pockets, one on the left, and then of course one on the right. Now, what I love about these pockets, this is the first pack I've had with hip belt pockets, and I love the darn things because you can just stuff a ton of stuff in here. On the right side, I just keep a microfiber towel because, you know, a bald guy like me tends to sweat when you're trucking up a mountain. But these pockets are big enough for a cell phone, pocket knife, GPS unit, snacks. I mean, anything you can think of to put in here. I mean, there's plenty of room. On the right side, I just keep my little headlamp, my black diamond spot. That served me really well. But I love these pockets, man. You know, they're super handy. It's especially for snacks, because when you're just trying to put in miles, you can just reach in here, grab a snack, and off you go. Water bottle pockets. It's got two very generous water bottle pockets. Now, they are wider than they are high, but they allow you enough room to, you know, you stuff rain gear, you can stuff, you know, maybe your puffy in here, of course, snacks, you know, and there's one on both sides, obviously. So it does have plenty of room to stuff in your, you know, your basic Nalgene water bottle. And then, of course, if you're rocking like a Smart Water or a Life Water bottle like this, plenty of room to nestle that down there as well. So a lot of room on the sides, and they are mesh, so hopefully they dry out quickly. Looks like I got a stain. I think that was from beer, but you don't worry about that. But really good pockets to start off with. All right, so as we move up the face of the pack here, you'll notice right away this large external pocket. Awesome pocket because it gives you a lot of gear capacity for quick access items without having to go into the main body of your pack to dig it out. So big main zipper right down the middle. I just have a hoodie and a vest in there. But you can see right in there, just cavernous, loads of room in here for lunch, cook kits, tarps. I mean, anything you can think of that you will need on the trail without having to dig into the main body of your pack is just awesome. It has an envelope style mesh pocket in there to secure items a little bit better, maybe a battery pack or something like that. And the other cool part is, along with this pocket and in between the main body, there's a large envelope style pocket back here, kind of a big stuff pocket. And you can see it is huge. So camp shoes, maps, anything else that you need quick access to, you can stuff it right down in here. And the other cool part is if water does get down in between this pocket and the main body, it has a little drainage hole right out the bottom. So, you know, it'll allow that quick drainage if water does tend to build up in there. But having pockets like this for gear items without having to dig through this thing is just awesome in my opinion. So just another cool design that I've really come to utilize. All right, now let's take a look at the top cover or brain. You have a main access zipper right up top, and this is another place for quick access items, and I love that. First aid kits, more snacks, maps, anything you need up there, you got plenty of room for it right there. And if you open up the lid or the brain, they give you another mesh pocket underneath here. So wallets, keys, cash, backup flashlights, batteries, I mean anything you need you can keep underneath this lid. Now the cool thing about it is that it is removable, so if you're looking to trim a little bit of weight and you don't see yourself using the brain, then just remove it and then you're all good. So as you can see so far, a lot of the pocket configurations and the design that went behind them are pretty awesome. But stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you the things that drive me bonkers about this pack. So let's go ahead and dive into the main body of the pack. Now here's the really cool thing that I really love about this pack is it has two ways to access the main body. Obviously you have the drawstring top, there's a little secure strap right up here. You open this drawstring up and you can just start taking all your stuff out. Obviously I got blankets and really necessary camping gear in there. You can reach down all the way down at the bottom and it's completely fine. However, if you need to access something down below right away, check this out. They have what's called a J zipper and it starts on the side so you can access the things right in the side here or zip it all the way around and get into the bottom of the pack. Now I have the all-important camp pillows in here, all three of them, and another blanket, all the lightweight accessories. So as you can see, this opens it right up so you can gain access to the main body of the pack, especially if you need to get stuff down from the bottom. Now obviously your standard, stuff design is just fine too if you never want to use this, but I think that having the ability to be able to access the middle of your pack is just fantastic, and I'm super glad that they designed this. This would be something I would look for if I were to check mark the criteria of the pack I'm looking for. Okay, so let's dive just a little bit deeper here. You can see on the pack right up top here are these blue water drop signs. Yes, that means this pack is hydration bladder compatible. So you can run a tube out this side, and then of course out this side if need be. Run your drink tube through the hoops on your shoulder strap, secure it on your sternum strap, and you're good to go. Simple, basic, just like most packs. And right inside, of course, is going to be your water bladder pocket. Now it does give you the hook, pretty standard. Gives you the sleeve down the back of your pack, pretty standard to store your water in. It's pretty simple. And if you want to get way inside and access the panel and the frame, there is a zipper to do that. However, they don't really want you to do that, which is why they don't really give you the little lever to unzip it. But if you had to access it, you certainly could, but I wouldn't recommend it. So the REI Flash 65. All in all, a terrific pack. Some of the main things that I really like about it is the fact that it's semi-lightweight. It's 3 pounds, 11 ounces. It's by far not ultralight, don't get me wrong, but for the capacity you get and at the price point, it's pretty hard to beat. I really like the color, that bluish gray with the bright yellow accents, looks pretty cool. I really dig the air mesh panel back here that keeps the pack off of your back a little bit, allowing that airflow. I never realized what I was missing until I have it. I don't think I'll ever buy a pack without some kind of breathability on my back because it's been really, really nice. I love the hip pockets. I never knew what I was missing because I've never had hip pockets before. The fact that these are on here are just awesome and convenient. And the number one thing that I really, really like about the pack is the fact that it's got that J zipper. It allows you to access either the side of the pack or the very bottom without having to open up the top and reaching down inside. You're able to access it right there, and that's just awesome. Now, as far as some of the things that drive me nuts about this pack, some of the things that are super annoying are these darn water bottle pockets. Now, don't get me wrong, they're nice and wide, and they have a lot of room to put random stuff in, but to exclusively hold your water bottle, they're not very functional. They're not deep enough. Not enough of your water bottle can get down inside. And the elastic mesh they use to construct the pocket isn't very tight, isn't very strong, so it just won't secure your water bottle. Case in point, you're trucking along, your water bottle is just fine. However, if you need to pick something up off of the ground, there it goes. Every single time, and it's maddening. Now, what if I had something valuable back there? I understand how they designed it, so it's easily accessible, so you can just get it on the go. I get it, it's fine. But if it's not gonna hold it, if you fall, if you bend over, if perhaps you have to stumble, any large jostle is gonna unseat this thing, and it's super annoying. And it's not only these kinds of water bottles, it's with the darn standard Nalgene's as well. right? It fits a little bit deeper inside, which you think would be fine. But again, pick something up. Ooh! Number 2 gripe about the REI Flash 65, the actual brain itself. Now, I understand it's got storage solutions on it, and that's fine. However, if you got a pretty full pack, it gets pretty tight in here on what you can fit. And this pocket only goes down to about here, leaving the rest of this room for what? So you're really limited in here. Now, if you were to put something out here, and also on the inside mesh panel, there's no room to put something on the other side. So if I fill this up with a first aid kit, good luck getting something on the outside. I would rather see one large pocket on the outside to utilize this whole brain, not just a little bit. Because this front flap here, you can see this gray section, is not utilized by the top or the bottom pocket. It doesn't make much sense to me, so that's a little annoying. The number 3 gripe about this backpack is the actual water bladder sleeve. Now, most packs, they give you a sleeve that runs right down the frame of the pack. You just slide it down, it sits against your back, and it's just fine. The Flash 65, it's like a separate flap that's just sewn in at the top, and it rides free. That's super annoying to me. I would rather see a pocket run right along the back space of this pack. That way it's out of the way, it's convenient. This sometimes bunches up, it gets in the way, and it's just annoying. The number 4 thing that's a little bothersome is they say that this is compatible to connect to a Flash 18 pack to add to your capacity or to use it as a summit pack. And that's somehow supposed to attach to the outside of this pack. Somehow. And I've looked at ways to do it, and there's no instructions on how to connect the Flash 18 or even the Flash 22, which I have, to the outside of this pack. How do you do it? Give me some instructions. Maybe I'll figure it out, and if I do, I'll make a video on it. But that's a little annoying, telling us we can do something, but not telling us how to do it. And the very last thing that grinds my gears about REI's backpacks, not just the Flash 65, but all REI backpacks, they do not provide a rain cover for any of their backpacks. Not like McGregor does, Osprey, a lot of the top companies, they give you a rain cover. REI does not do that. Why? It seems simple, right? And just to kind of add to that point, REI tents, they make great tents. They make you buy their footprint separately. They make a specific footprint for a specific tent, but then they make you buy it separately. That makes no sense to me. REI, get it together, provide pack covers for your backpacks, provide tents, footprints for your tents. You got me? So that does it for my review of the REI Flash 65 backpack. Now, if you have any questions on this pack, be sure to leave those questions down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, tell me what you think about this bag, yes or no. You think it's worth the price? And the functionality? Not so much? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd be curious on what your thoughts are. But if you want to see some more videos that I've done, I'll post a couple right over here, so be sure to check those out. But if you don't want to miss any of the gear videos that I do, any of the trip videos that I do, I invite you to consider to click that subscribe button right down there. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I do have an Instagram account where I post a lot of the pictures of the trips that I go on, and you can follow me on Instagram right up here. But until next time, be sure to get out, enjoy this big, beautiful world of ours, and I'll see you on the next one. Brain!